Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazooie here, and welcome to episode 22 of Skilling to Glory. And we're gonna start off by opening the 5 packs, because in the previous episode we completed all the challenges, which of course means we get to open 5 packs, and we also gonna be building a new squad around the new 5-star skiller, that is Masuku. But before we're gonna start off with that, I would like to introduce a new rule, because a couple episodes ago I asked you guys what I should do with the rage quits, because it is somewhat annoying when you play a game and your opponent rage quits after like 20 minutes, because then the game is basically wasted. And a subscriber called Jackson Buckler, hopefully I pronounced the name right, had a really good idea. You can see it on the screen. Basically, whenever my opponent decides to rage quit in the first half, so before the 45th minute, the game won't count, but if he decides to do it in the second half, it will count. If we do complete any challenges or score any goals, they obviously will count. Otherwise, there's not really a point in showing that certain game. But yeah, hopefully that is all cleared up. As you can see in the background, the packs that we opened weren't really the best either. So yeah, we move on straight on to the skillers up. And as you can see right there, the next 5-star skiller that we're going to be playing with is Masuku from South Africa. And to be honest, he doesn't really look that great. 79 pace, 79 dribbling isn't really the best. But yeah, hopefully we can score some cool goals with him. And these are the challenges. The first one is score 7 skill goals. The second one is penna your opponent before scoring. The third one is score 2 power free kicks. The fourth one is score a bicycle kick. The fifth one is score 5 goals with Masuku. And the sixth and final one is that we have to win 10 games. So we move on to the squad. I decided to build around Masuku. And before we get into the squad, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys, because you've sent me so many links, especially on Twitter. So big thank you to you guys for all the awesome teams that you built around Masuku. But yeah, this is the team. Again, it's in the 4-5-1 formation. A pretty solid defense with Felipe Santana, second in form Naldo, who's only 22k or something. Right back is Opara. Again, could have gone with inform Danilo, but I decided to switch it up. Then the left back is Matlaba there, who basically is there to link up with Masuku. But to be fair, he looks pretty awesome. He has 73 shooting, 85 pace, decent defending, and also pretty decent dribbling. Cannot wait to actually play with him, because I think he has like 82 long shots in games. So hopefully we can score a nice little long shot with him. Then we move on to the left mid. Obviously the main man of this squad, that is Masuku. Doesn't really look the best. 79 pace, 67 shooting. Played 3 games with him so far, only got 1 goal. So yeah, you can't really expect much from him, but hopefully he will do the job in this team. Then the center mid is Luis Gustavo, very solid player this year in Ultimate Team. Then the right mid or right winger is actually Charisma, 5-star skill moves. We packed him earlier on. Then as a center attacking mid, we got Gurkuf, and he used to be a 5-star skiller in FIFA 11, FIFA 12. I used him a hell of a lot back then, and it's actually the first time I'm going to be using him ever since, because he's a 4-star skiller this year in Ultimate Team. Then the other cam is Lacazette, obviously is a striker. I think this is his second in form. Looks pretty amazing. And then as a striker, we have got Benzema from Real Madrid, also 4-star skill moves on him. I was actually thinking of maybe putting Lacazette as a striker and then get Fekir, because Fekir, also from Olympique Lyon, as an in form, looks pretty amazing, but he was like 200 or 300k, which is pretty ridiculous. So that is basically the team I decided to go with. As always, link to this squad will be in the description down below, so you can check out the price and stuff. Then we also went out and picked up 2 new kits. We're going to be using the classic kit from Olympique Lyon, and also the third kit from Inter Milan. So we move on, and what will be the first game of this episode. And we come up against a pretty sweaty team. 5 at the back with Doumbia, Musa, and also Emenike up front. So I was not really looking forward to play against this guy, but I haven't really played against a lot of 5 at the back teams this year in Ultimate Team. And that's mainly because of the fact that I usually back out whenever I see that my opponent has like a 5 at the back squad. Because right before you go into a game, you can actually see your opponent's formation. So that is why I never usually play against them. But I think I wasn't really paying attention to my opponent's formation this time. So we came against this team. As you probably can see, we scored a pretty decent goal with Benzema, but then like a few minutes later we already conceded a goal. Then just before time, we got some nice skill moves going with Gurkuf, and he's just one of those players that is really similar to Ronaldinho. Like, he's not really the fastest, but he has really good dribbling, some decent skill moves. He doesn't have 5-star skill moves, unfortunately, but 4 stars I think is more than enough. And he also has really good free kicks, so hopefully we can score a nice free kick with him. Then into the second half, we got a pretty big chance with Masuku. We hit the post after a pretty decent skill run. Then a few minutes later, once again Masuku on a nice skill run. We went for a shot, which his goalkeeper saved quite easily. And that is like the sort of problem I noticed so far with Masuku. I just can't seem to finish off with him. which is really annoying because he's obviously a player that we need to score a certain amount of goals with. But I think his finishing is like 68, which is pretty decent. But if you compare to Kishna, yes, I think 54 finishing. It is pretty crazy that I actually score a lot of goals with him, but I just can't seem to score with Masuku. But anyway, 83rd minute again, Masuku had a big chance, but once again his goalkeeper saved it. And into the 90th minute, we picked up a free kick, decided to let Gorkov take it. But as you can see, he had a player on the line, so he cleared it away. Then we actually win the header there with Gurkov, where we pick it up with Benzema, a nice fake shot to a roulette, and then all of a sudden we got fouled in the 90th minute. So we picked up a penalty in the 90th minute. It is Masuku stepping up for it, and we do make it 2-1 to give us a very late winner, and also pick up Masuku's first goal. Then in the 90th minute he got a big chance with Doumbia, great save in the very end though from Diego Alves to basically make it game over, because that is how the game ended. We won 2-1, which is not too bad. Then we move on, and it will be the second and final game of this episode, and we come up against a 3-5-2 team, some sort of a hybrid with some players from the Premier League and also from the Liga BBVA. And it's actually my opponent getting things started off there with Hernanes, gets through there, nice shot at the near post, but again a great save from Diego Alves. Then from a goal kick we get it all the way to Gurkov, a nice header to Benzema, while we pass it over to Lacazette. We go with a ball roll drag back to beat one defender, then we pull off some step overs to beat a few more defenders, a nice fake shot to create some space, and we finish it off into the top corner to make it 1-0. Then straight from kickoff he got through there with Hernanes, actually beats two of my defenders with a nice fake shot. Then eventually he gets a shot in from quite some distance, and he actually makes it 1-1, a pretty decent goal. But you can see it from the replay, what the hell was Diego Alves doing? That was a really bad save. Then we're in the 45th minute, he picks it up with Isco. I don't know again what my defenders were doing, but they were pretty much all out of their like normal position, because you can see it right there, like no one was actually marking Javier Hernanes, and he makes it 2-1 pretty much for an open net to give him the lead. Then into the second half it is Gurkov on the ball with some really nice skill moves. We get a shot in with his weak foot, and we make it 2-2 to pick up another skill goal. Then we're in the 90th minute, a lovely fancy pass there from Opara to Quaresma. As you can see, the game started to become a little bit laggy as well, which was pretty annoying, but nonetheless we pen out one of his defenders, we get a shot in, which is goalkeeper saved. Could have been a pretty sweet goal, and if we actually scored that goal, we actually complete a challenge as well. So yeah, that was a really big shame. So that is how the game ended. We had to go into extra time. I decided to make a few changes, decided to change the formation to the 4-2-2 and also bring on Mackay Steven. And then like 93rd minute we got a big chance with Benzema. I tried to beat his goalkeeper, which I probably shouldn't have done, because a few minutes later he goes on the counter-attack with Hernanes, beats one of my defenders again with a really nice fake shot, and he makes it 3-2 to give him a lead back again. Then into the second half of extra time, it's my opponent there with a nice 1-2 pass with Giovanni Dos Santos, tries to beat my goalkeeper at the near post, but a fantastic tackle there from our left back Matlaba, really nice tackle to keep us into the game. Then 118th minute he actually picked up an injury there with Dos Santos, and straight after that we went on the counter attack, also all out attack, because it was pretty much like the final minute of the game. We got through with Mackay Steven, we went for the shot, and we do make it 3-3 once again in pretty much the dying seconds of the game. So we had to go in a penalty shootout, and I wasn't really looking forward to this because the game became a little bit laggy towards the end of the game. You can see it from Okore's penalty. We completely blasted over, and also I think like we completely missed like the power button. I think it was somewhere in the yellow, which was mainly because of the lag. It was pretty annoying. But then my opponent's, I think, 4th penalty or 5th penalty actually missed it. So this was the final penalty. If we scored that one, we won the game, and that's what we eventually did with Masuku. We won on penalties 4-3, which is not too bad. You can see it from my stats. My opponent had a lot more shots, but luckily enough we still managed to win that game. So we move on to the skillers up, and as you can see right there, we currently got 1 goal so far with Masuku, which I think was from a penalty. So yeah, hopefully we can score a lot more goals with him, because we obviously need to score 5 goals with him in total. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, would be very much appreciated, and if you can hit 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.